Dare to dream, dare to think, dare to believe, dare to work. Only then do you achieve. Mottanni signing on. Top of the morning from the busiest streets in the Northwest region, Commercial Avenue, Bamenda. For the next 60 minutes, my goal here is to keep you going. Keep that fire burning within you so you never give up on that thing, that goal, that vision that keeps you working while others are asleep. That thing that you believe deep down in your gut you can make it happen or you can make it better. I will attempt to do so with words, music and poetry. Only on FM 98.5 Dream FM, the radio for peace and development. Man in the 1001 buttons on the panel mixer, I call him the indefatigable To Clinton. And for general supervision, we have our own station boss, Real Hour Mika Power. And ladies and gentlemen, on the MIC, you call me your motivational speaker, call me the spoken word poet, call me your corporate trainer, Tani D Awa, aka Mottanni. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once more on the program today. On this trying moments we have been going through in Cameroon, in Bamenda, in Cameroon, and in the world. We call it, sometimes some people call it, so sarcastically they call it the Corona season. It's been scary. It's been traumatizing. It's been really, really, really something to be afraid of. But the truth is, remember, if you don't know how to control worry, you will die young. If you don't know how to control worry, you will die young. So, in this period of what we have, the spray of the coronavirus, in addition to the Anglophone crisis that we have in this region, if you don't learn how to manage worry using the techniques we have seen in previous versions of the program, then ladies and gentlemen, you are going to not be killed by the crisis, nor the virus, but you will be killed by fear. You will be killed by fear. So you have to learn how to control your fear. It is okay to have fear, but to let fear have you, that is when it becomes detrimental to your system, to your health, to those around you, to your community, and to the world at large. Coronavirus is something, it is good, we have to be concerned about. But ladies and gentlemen, don't let fear creep into your mind, because the F virus or the fear virus will kill you faster than the coronavirus. So ladies and gentlemen, the program of today, Mottanni on FM 98.5 Dream FM, is here to assure you, to give you some little facts from the World Health Organization, and also, ladies and gentlemen, to boost your morale, to know that yes, we can overcome. We can overcome this virus, we can overcome the fear, and we can overcome and triumph over every situation that we face in life. So ladies and gentlemen, we will begin the program today by letting you understand some of the plagues that have attacked humanity from the beginning of time. Coronavirus, the first thing you have to get to understand is that coronavirus is not the first plague. It is not the first pandemic that has attacked humanity. It is not. There are so many other pandemics that have attacked humanity, and we are going to look at them. And amongst all of these pandemics, what happened? In the end, humanity triumphs. So be rest assured, we are going to triumph over the coronavirus. Before we go into the plagues, we'll go back to the turntable. I will ask our indefatigable Toe Clinton to give us some bars of music. Then, when we come back, we'll look at the plagues that have attacked humanity from the beginning of time, and look at the casualties where it began, and also see how humanity conquered them before we get to the coronavirus itself. Toe Clinton, give us some bars of music.
Charm FM, catch up this week on Side FM.
I say I hope that you know. I find so you know. I say I hope that you know.
You are listening to the Lamentation Project of Zeta Light, and that is Sankwi 3. Lamentation Project is a project by Zeta Light releasing a track crying to the Almighty Father every month about the crisis and about the things going on in the world. So you're listening to Sankwi 3, the part of the third series in the Lamentation Project.
Went into coma, no way to rush her for treatment. I watched her slowly breathe her last. I rushed out for help, oh, only to return to a house on flames. My siblings are there, oh no, burning down with the house on flames. Mantili Ozula, Sambiwa.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Zeta Light. Yesu Christo, make you can help we. The thing don't pass we, it don't trunk pass we, and now we add volume. So Papa God, make you come help we in this period. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are trying moments, and the only thing, one of the things that can help you overcome fear, can help you not be plagued by so much fear that it might be detrimental to your health. It is knowledge. Knowledge is very important at this time. First of all, have hope in whatever you serve. Is it God? Is it Allah? Is it whoever you believe in? You need to have hope that He is still on the throne and things are not going to fall apart, because He created the earth and He only knows how to run it. And no matter what we try, God alone has the final say. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you also need to seek knowledge, research, find out what is going on. Find out. Hey, and you would you understand? Would you understand? When I just wait small, we beg. Okay. In the year 1541 AD, the Justinian plague attacked humanity. The Justinian plague originated from Africa and is spread to Europe by infected rats on merchant ships. That means ships that left from Africa to Europe carried rats that were infected with the Justinian plague. And what happened? The Justinian plague now was transported to Europe, and it started attacking Europeans and all. The Justinian plague killed up to 10,000 lives per day. Up to 10,000 lives. That is 541 AD. And the Justinian plague, in all, it killed about 25 million people in the world. 25 million people died of the Justinian plague in 541 AD. Then, between 1347 and 1353, the Black Death was another pandemic, another plague that attacked humanity. The Black Death originated from Asia, and the Black Death killed about 50 million people in the world, and out of those 50 million, more than 50% of those people were Europeans. That is the Black Death that attacked humanity between the years 1347 and 1353. Then followed by the Italian plague. The Italian plague, it attacked humanity between 1629 and 1631. The Italian plague, as the name shows, the Italian plague began from where? From Italy. And the Italian plague killed 280,000 people in total. Then, between 1665 and 1666, the Great Plague of London also attacked humanity. The Great Plague of London also attacked humanity. The Great Plague of London killed 8,000 people per week. Can you imagine? 8,000 people dying per week. Then in total, it killed between 75,000 and 100,000 people in the world. That is the casualties recorded because of the Italian plague in 1665, between 1665 and 1666. Then, sometime later, the Great Plague of Marseille is one city in France, in 1720 attacked humanity and killed about 100,000 people. Then in 1855, the third plague pandemic also still came to attack humanity. The Great Plague pandemic started from the Chinese province of Yunnan, and the Great Plague killed over 15 million lives in the world. Over 15 million people died from the third plague pandemic in 1855 that originated from Yunnan. Then followed by smallpox. Smallpox was a pandemic. Smallpox was a pandemic. It was a pandemic that was killing thousands and millions of people. And the smallpox started in the 18th century. 18th century, bam, smallpox attacked humanity, killed a total number of what? 60 million Europeans. That is just approximately the number of Europeans who died from smallpox. Smallpox was a pandemic terrorizing humanity and killed 60 million Europeans. Then 1/3 of those who succeeded to overcome the disease when they were finally attacked became blind. Followed then the Spanish flu. The Spanish flu, as the name shows, the Spanish flu began from Spain, and the Spanish flu killed over 100 million people. Over 100 million people. And that is more people. He killed more people than Hitler, the tyrannic leader of Germany, the tyrannic leader of the world. The Spanish flu killed over 100 million people in the world. Then cholera also came. cholera also came. And cholera killed thousands and if not millions of people in the world, and continues to kill thousands and even millions. We have HIV/AIDS, which is killing thousands and millions of people in the world. Those are pandemics. We have yes, there is cholera, there is malaria that kills hundreds of thousands of people around the world. So ladies and gentlemen, why am I giving this recount of plagues in the world? It is to let you know that from the beginning of creation, humanity has been under attack. From the beginning of creation, humanity has been under attack. And if we have survived up to this point, if humanity has continued to exist up to this point, that means that we can triumph over this situation we are facing here in the world. We can triumph over the coronavirus. We can triumph over the fear of the coronavirus. And we can also triumph over the challenges we are facing. If smallpox, Justinian plague, the Black Death, the Italian plague, the Great Plague of Marseille, the Third Plague, smallpox, Spanish flu, cholera, malaria, HIV/AIDS has not been able to do away with humanity, then coronavirus the plane play. Coronavirus the plane play. We go overcome. Be it in Bamenda, be it in Cameroon, be it in Africa, and be it in the world. We will overcome. So ladies and gentlemen, I will take a breath here. Then when we come back, we are going to look at the coronavirus itself. But put it at the back of your mind that coronavirus is not the first pandemic that is attacking humanity. Humanity has been under attack, and humanity time and time again has proven that it can overcome any situation they find themselves in. Just don't let fear overcome you. Have the fear, but don't let the fear have you. Let's get a bite of music from Toe Clinton. Toe Clinton, give us a bite of music.
Caution.
Coronavirus, virus where they kill. Please don't ignore what they say. You can save life if only you stay for house. Coronavirus, virus where they kill. Please don't ignore what they say. You can save life if only you stay for house. Make you no shake hands, make you wash your hands. No use hand touch mouth, no use hand touch nose. You can save life if only you stay for house. If you want cough out, make you cover mouth. If you want sneeze out, make you cover nose. You can save life if only you stay for house. Heal our land, we pray. Baba, heal our land, we pray. Baba, heal our land, we pray. We can save life.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that great one. Coronavirus, COVID-19 is what we are talking about on Mottanni on FM 98.5. Dream FM, the radio for peace and development. So, what is coronavirus? What is COVID-19? By the way, COVID-19 means the coronavirus infectious disease. 19, indicating that they exist so many coronaviruses, and 19 is just one type of virus in the coronavirus family. That's why it was given that name, COVID-19. As of last week, the coronavirus originated, as we know, from Wuhan, China. As of last week, from the World Health Organization, we have a total of 1,395,136 and 136 cases of the coronavirus, and we have 81,580 deaths, and the coronavirus is in 212 countries in the world now. So 212 countries and the world at large are at war at war from not something that you can see or touch, not something that you can shoot down, not something that you can shout at to stop, but something that is invisible, something that attacks regardless of age, sex, color, race. It attacks everybody, regardless of social status, regardless of whatever you think. Coronavirus does not discriminate. So, as I said, the coronaviruses are a family of viruses, and they get their name from the Spanish word. The virus, the structure of the virus is like a crown. And that is why it is called corona, because coronal in Spanish, corona in Latin means crown. So the coronavirus, the structure of the coronavirus is like a crown with thorns on it, like a crown with thorns on it. And that's why it was given the name corona, meaning crown in Latin, And the coronavirus disease, that is COVID-19, is caused by the Saudi Arabia respiratory syndrome. They call it the virus CoV-2, the disease coronavirus. It came from, the coronavirus originated from China. So from Wuhan, China. So how did it come about? They are saying that coronavirus, what the reports from scientists say that coronavirus originated from animals. So it left from animals to human beings, and up to last year, that is when they discovered that, okay, when coronavirus leaves from an animal to a human being, then at that point, it can now be transmitted from human to human. Before 2019, it was not believed that the virus could be transferred from human to human. But what happened? We now realize that the virus can be transferred from human to human. And how can it be transferred from human to human? It is transferred by droplets. If an infected person coughs, the droplets that comes out, if it meets the mouth, the nose, or the eyes of a healthy person, then you get infected by the virus. That is the main means of transmission of the coronavirus, through droplets. If an infected person coughs and it falls on the table, or on a surface, then a healthy person, that is the healthy person, now touches that table while the droplets are there. Then the healthy person carries the virus in their hands. Then when you touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth, the virus gets into your system, because the virus affects the respiratory tract, the respiratory system of your body. That's what the virus does. So if an infected person coughs, if you are close to them, less than 1 meter, and the droplets get to find their way to your mouth, your nose, or your eyes, then you get infected. If the infected person coughs and it falls on the surface, and you by mistakenly touch it while the virus is still alive, because it has a short life span when it's out of the human host. If you by mistakenly touch it with your hands, then unfortunately take your hands and touch your face or your eyes, then ladies and gentlemen, you too get infected. By the virus. And when you're infected by this virus, what happens? What are the symptoms? You have high fever. You have mild cough. You have cough, and you have shortness of breath. You feel difficulty to breathe. Those are the mild syndrome. The mild syndromes of coronavirus is you have high fever, you have cough, you have shortness of breath. Then severe symptoms of the coronavirus will range from pneumonia, kidney failure, and death, because it attacks the respiratory system. So these are information gotten from the World Health Organization. So ladies and gentlemen, is there a treatment for coronavirus yet? The answer is no. No. Unfortunately, there is no vaccine, there is no drug that has been tested and proven to cure the coronavirus. There is no drug. And the coronavirus affects every race, every age, black or white, Indian or Asian, Caucasian or Latina, every age, young or old, and every age group of people who are attacked by coronavirus are dying. Not just the old, the young are dying. African Americans and blacks are also dying from the coronavirus. So the coronavirus is no respecter of persons, no respecter of status. It attacks everybody. So it is time everybody takes protection. Protect yourself and protect those you love. Stay alive, not for you, but for those who love you. Stay alive, not just for you, but for those who love you. And stay away from those you love if you don't want to contaminate them. There are asymptomatic cases. There are people who show no signs of fever, no signs of cough, no signs of shortness of breath, no pneumonia, no kidney failure, and they are fine. But they have the virus. And those are the highest people who walk around transmitting the virus. So during this period, you hardly know, especially when you have not been tested. So to protect those you love, just stay away from them. We are going to, after this, the next bars of music, we are going to look at the preventive measures you can take to help protect yourself first. Then protect those you love, those around you, your community, and the world from this dreaded disease that is causing a lot of fear, that is causing a lot of anxiety to mankind. So, To Clinton, give us one bars of music. When we come back, we are going to dive into the how do we prevent the coronavirus? How do we prevent it? Coming up in a moment.
Coronavirus. Coronavirus.
Rapamenta.
Coronavirus. 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 Ebola pass. Red eye camp. Corona enter. Beo city ready dance. Corona enter the place. Mama ninja cover face. See how the body on craze. Osika corona a case. Una can join me for what? Me and my body will know the salute. Any man will come na own. Talking for my head that it go me na go. I know be tough. Sika say corona tough. The condition critical. My brother any and I got. Coronavirus. 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 Coronavirus.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is Coronavirus by Savji Damji Amdi Grandi of Bahud Records. Coronavirus. Weme.
Coronavirus.
Check it. Men they walk out with gloves. It shows that something is wrong. Some day they tell me we drunk Panadol, but then others the strong alcohol. Since started in China, precisely in Asia. For Sika Corona, they know the golewa. Now only white man will be ever be in danger. It's your Camela, no African Panesia. Boy, they don't stop for follow. Once you salute you, the washers with Tomo. This thing don't they make men, they walk out with Bolo. Now for Bato, they transact with Momo. Check it, men they don't the lost sense. Now what is for them, men they know the dos spends. At first we be checks anything na nonsense, but now which and every day is be living more dead.
Coronavirus. 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 Coronavirus.
Koro. Thank you very much, Savji Damji Amdi Grandi of Bahud Records, for giving us that danceable piece on coronavirus. Tino, we know what do we know, Masai? One but Mamo dance. Life must continue. Yes, we are still on FM 98.5 Dream FM, the radio for peace and development, and the program on air is Mottanni, your motivational talk show that comes up every Thursday 1 to 2 o'clock and Saturdays 6 to 7 p.m. How do we prevent the coronavirus? How do we prevent COVID-19? How do we prevent the spread of that disease? How do we put a stop to this terrible disease that has come in our own time? How do you put a stop to it? 1. Cover your mouth and nose with a medicated mask, tissue, or use your flexed elbow when you are sneezing. That means that you need to cover your mouth with with a mask, a tissue, or when you want cough, instead of using your hand as we used to, your palms as we used to, you need to use your elbow. Bend your head under your elbow, then you cough. That will help for direct the droplets to the ground, where you can easily, if you are infected by the virus can easily die, because out of the human host, the virus cannot live for long. The virus can only live longer in the human host. And I was listening to one of this wisdom-filled old man the other day, and he said the coronavirus does not want to kill you. And when he was asked why they does not want to kill us, then why are people dying from the virus? He said every disease that attacks humanity likes to stay in the host, and he does not want the host to die. Why? Because when the host dies, the virus dies with the host. If the host dies and the virus is not able to skip from the host to another living organism or another living being, then the virus too dies. So the virus is basically eating up cells or causing the rupture of the walls of the lungs and all that, not knowing that it is detrimental to its host. So it is quite funny to know that the virus does not want to kill you, but it kills you. And when it kills you, it dies too. But if the virus could know that, okay, this thing that I'm doing is also killing me, then maybe the virus no go do it in the way they do. Another thing is, while you're wearing the mask, while you wear mask, you need to know how to appropriately use the mask. The World Health Organization say you give a wear mask where you cover your nose and your mouth, and preferably the mask give a come down till below your chin. The mask give a come down till below your chin. Then, once you want to wear the mask, first of all, use your alcohol-based hand sanitizer for applying for your hand before you touch the mask. Then, when you wear the mask, you don't get to touch them again with dirty hand. You don't get to touch them again with dirty hand. If you want to touch the mask, you get to must wash your hand again. Either you get to must wash your hand, or you get to use alcohol-based sanitizer for sanitize your hand before you touch the mask. Because if you touch them without actually washing your hands, you might get the mask infected, and by so doing, you have infected yourself. One other way, wash your hands regularly. For prevent coronavirus, wash your hand regularly with soap and water. Wash your hand regularly with soap and water, because when you wash your hand regularly with soap and water, if the virus there for your hand, the soap, the chemicals in the soap, it will help for dissolve the membrane, the outer membrane of the virus. And when it dissolves the outer membrane of the virus, it will expose now the inner proteinous layer of the virus to the air, and that virus cannot survive without its outer membrane. It's like when you wash your hand with soap, it's like say, okay, they peel off. When you wash your hand with soap, they like say you peel off your skin. If they peel off this skin on your body, peel off this skin on your body, what happens? Your inner the inner part of your body will be exposed to the air, and what happens? You're going to die after some time. So when you wash your hands with soap or detergent or Omo or Saba or Omobler, so it happen and say, as you wash your hand, you give a wash your hand for at least 25 seconds with Savon and all that. When you don't wash your hand, if the virus there for your hand, the soap go help move the virus for your hand, then dissolve the outer membrane of that virus, then expose the inner proteinous layers of that virus to the air, and it eventually kills the virus. Then you still need for also use alcohol-based hand sanitizers. It's so funny, say, I don't see so many hand sanitizers then around Bamenda and around the town, where if you take the hand sanitizer, you apply it on your hand, you even try to get the smell, no alcohol inside. They say alcohol-based. Alcohol must be at least, I think they say 75%. A hand sanitizer that will be able to kill coronavirus, if it is found on your hand, should be at least 75% alcohol. So when you want to buy hand sanitizer, try for at least when you rub them for your hand and you smell them, you should be able to get the scent of alcohol. I don't say all we know smell for alcohol. Or why? Yes, that's the thing. Then you need to also avoid unnecessary and unprotected contact with animals, because remember they say the virus originated from animals. That is scientifically proven. Scientists have said so because they have done research. They say the virus originated from animals. The particular animal I cannot tell you at this moment. I don't know. Yes, but they say the virus common from animals. So we need to also avoid unnecessary and unprotected contact with animals. You need to wash your hands immediately after you come in contact with any animal. You don't know which one. Wash your hands. Then try for where you cook beef, where you cook meat. Cook and find meat done properly before you consume them. Cook and find meat done properly before you consume them. Then also one other World Health recommended way for fight the coronavirus now for stay for house. Stay at home. Because the virus does not move, but we move with the virus. The virus does not contaminate us. The virus does not move to contaminate us, but we move with the virus, and the virus now contaminates others. This guy, Zebam Godlove of Drowsy, says, if we stay home, then if we stay at our homes, then maybe the virus will go back to play where it come out. So it's good to stay home when you feel unwell. When you feel unwell, make sure say you stay for house. When you feel unwell, make sure say you stay for house. It is very, very important. Then if you feel unwell too, they don't give these hot numbers, these hotlines. They say you call the number 1510. Subsequent editions, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give the numbers for the Northwest region that you can call when you feel unwell and you're suspecting that maybe corona don't catch you. You need to get those numbers so that you call. Then one very, very important thing where all we get for no, and all we get for try for understand, I say, so many people because of the strongness or because of they get good and strong immune system, they will be attacked by the coronavirus, but they not go show any symptom. And now one of the highest people, then that way that the worker, they spread the virus unknowingly. Now why did they say, whether you feel well or not, make sure say you wash your hand, avoid crowded places, because you might not only get infected, but you might infect others. Use your alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Cook beef well before you chop them. Avoid all these things, because you might be very healthy, but you have the virus and you don't know. And what happens? You might get others infected. And if those others whom you have infected have weak immune systems, then they will end up dying. Especially the old, because the virus attacks every human being, and those who already have pre-health conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or those who are old and their immune systems are weaker can easily get infected and can easily possess the severe symptoms of pneumonia, kidney failure, and can easily die from the virus. So at this point, I always tell those around me, I say, boy, me I try to avoid for going close to my old people there, because I like them that they are alive. I avoid for go close to them, especially at this time. If I go close to them, I reach for compound and they make sure say, first of all, wash my hand from my fingers to my elbow. That's what it is recommended. You wash your hands from your fingers to your elbow. And even when I dey for house, I avoid for touch me anything, any object. Make I not touch them, leave them. Then when I come out go now, then papa touch them or mommy touch them, then it affects you. So you need for just avoid old people. You're staying away from them with the knowledge of not forsaken. With the knowledge of them knowing that they are not being forsaken, you can call them. Video calls. You can even go to the house, but stay 1 meter away from them. Then don't touch any object in the house, so that if you are infected, may you know come or go. Then papa touch that same thing, touch your face, then the virus attack you. Because I like my old man so much, and my old woman, and I like my relatives who are old so much, I need to stay away from them during this period. And if I come corner them, I come with my hand sanitizer, I can wash my hand, fine. For make sure say, make I not transmit the virus to them, make they die, leave me for this world. Very, very important. So nothing say because you know the show symptoms, you don't get the virus. Just take your precaution. Take your precaution quietly. Yes. Take your precaution quietly. Then after that, we will see say in the long run we'll go overcome this virus. We'll go overcome this virus. Next on the program, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at some of the myths, some of the all kind conspiracy theory they don't come out about the virus. So all kind conspiracy theory, all kind thing don't come out saying that it cause the virus. We are going to look at some of the myths. But we need to understand, say, according to the World Health Organization, when the certified body, where they check disease, you don't talk say the virus come now from animals and it transfer from person to person now through droplets. So we'll go back for turntable, we'll get one short bite of music. Then when we come back, we'll go tackle the myths about the coronavirus. It's good to know because knowledge is potential power. It's good to know the myths. Then take your precaution. To Clinton, give us another bite of music.
My brother, my sister, papa, mama, and pikin. Corona, no big pass us. We go fight time, we go win. As long as we remember to always do the right thing. Wash your hands, love each other, we go win. Oh. Corona, na the virus, we be worry human being. He no get let go, but he dey waka from person to person. But we fit beat time, we fit stop am if we maintain good hygiene and practice social distancing. We go win. No shaking hands with your neighbor. Blow them a kiss from afar. Use soap and water to wage war. Let's show this thing who we are. We are special, we're courageous, we are awesome human beings. We dey super, we get power, we can conquer anything. If we hear word and obey laws and exercise discipline. Wash your hands, love each other, we go win. If it be like say you know well, like if something they do you, and you feel say, you believe say, you get to see they do you, and your body no gree surgery, like it's something they do you. No let panic finish you, you go win. Self-isolate for the sake of all the people that you love. Don't go around spreading rumors, 'cause fake news won't help anyone. You are special, you're courageous, you're a caged human being. You too much, oh, you get power, you can conquer anything. Only if you hear word and obey laws and exercise discipline. Wash your hands, love one another, we go we know. My brother, my sister, papa, mama, and pikin. COVID-19, no big pass, we go fight and we go win. Just as long as we remember to always do the right thing. Wash your hands, love each other, we go we know.
Thank you very much. Wash your hand. Don't shake your neighbor's hand. Blow them a kiss from afar. You be strong human being. You be powerful. You go overcome anything. You go overcome anything when you come your way. you fit overcome anything way come your way. Now, so that wonderful song they tell us, say we need for be strong. We need for wage war against the COVID-19. Use soap and water for wage war against COVID-19. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizers or hand sanitizers, some people they call them. Use them for fight COVID-19. Use social distancing for fight COVID-19. We go overcome. We don't overcome since the beginning of time, and we go still overcome. What are the myths about the coronavirus? Some conspiracy theorists that they talk say coronavirus now biological weapon will be created from China. It be created by Chinese in order to affect the world and manipulate the world and take over economic power and take over the world power to rule the world and all that. That is one part of the theory. They claim say that China intentionally manufactured this virus for use them, for kill humanity, for change the balance of economic power, so that if he at least take the ruling of the world power from America and become the next world power. But the challenge now say, the shortcomings of this theory now say, if China manufactured this virus, why you go start now kill your own people? Another question that you need to ask yourself when you hear these conspiracy theories, the way they exist, so many for outside, and I'll tell you, say, so many of them, they just want drive traffic to their websites, they just want drive traffic to their blogs and make money on your time. So the question is, if China actually created this virus to affect humanity, then why did it start there, and why did it kill its own people? Why was the Chinese people the first people to be killed by the virus? Why were they the first people? Then another thing, some people still talk say the virus it be sponsored by, is it Bill Gates or Bill Gates of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation? Because immediately the virus just come out. The man don't just come up, they talk say, okay, so many people are going to die, especially Africans, and they want to create a chip or a vaccine where you go put it inside humanity, you put it inside person's skin, where you go help you cure the virus, and through that chip, they will fit track any side where you dey, and maybe they will even control your thoughts and all that. That's another theory than that. But how true is that? We need to understand, say, every businessman must take opportunity. Every businessman must take opportunity of every situation to make him money. Alcohol companies don't take opportunity for coronavirus to sell a lot of alcohol when people use to sterilize their hands. Hand sanitizer companies have taken this opportunity to make money. Soap, savon, and detergent companies have taken this opportunity. Bill Gates na businessman, and he to take the opportunity for make your own money. If you don't take the opportunity for make your own money, you know, be saying that necessarily that you must be the part of the people where they don't sponsor the virus, where they create the virus. He been a businessman and business person, he main thing that will solve people's problems. And wait to be people their problem now. The most thing that is plaguing humanity now, the problem humanity they face are the coronavirus. So Bill Gates actually put his scientists, they made a struggle to come up with a vaccine. The fact that the struggle for solve no means say it must necessarily be at the part or the cause of the particular problem. Some people they talk say the fifth generation network we don't cause this problem. 5G. We have been using 4G for long. It never ever caused the virus. They claim saying that 5G they cause the virus. I don't know how rays, ultraviolet rays or X-rays from your phone or from a network they cause severe respiratory syndromes, severe inhibition of you from breathing. We need to understand that one. That's somebody that talks about 5G. But how come 5G had been existing since 2018, or if I'm not mistaken? Now just say they are going on a mass production now at this time where Corona don't start. Now you hear some people that they think say 5G being at this thing. Being at the cause for coronavirus, but there is no proof. There's no proof anywhere. There is no proof. Remember, we have been using 4G for long, and the truth is, the rays from this phone might cause you headache, and the rays from this phone in the long run, like in 50 or 70 years, will cause you cancer. If it, nobody say it must, but it never be proven say 5G, the fifth generation network, will be like 10 times faster than the 4G network na ye because coronavirus. There is no proof anywhere. So be very careful what you read, be very careful what you hear, be very careful what you believe, but most of all, take your precaution. Take your precaution. They don't talk say make you wear mask when you know the feel, when you wear mask when you go for public places. World Health Organization, where they don't do research, don't talk say make you wash your hand with soap and savon from your hands to your elbows with soap and savon for at least 25 seconds. They don't talk say me you use hand sanitizer if you don't get soap and savon. If you don't play, you use soap and savon. Use hand sanitizer for kill that virus, for kill the spread of that virus. They don't talk say make you stay away from person where they sick. Call them, find out how they are doing, but stay away from them so that you don't get infected too. So, despite all these conspiracy theories, you need to be very, very careful, because scientists, they don't do analysis and they don't check the ribonucleic acid. The ribonucleic acid is a type of protein where it is for coronavirus, and they don't see and say it resembles some other virus. As I told you, coronavirus is a family of viruses. It resembles SARS-CoV-2, and they don't do research. It never show anything. It's an economic war. It never show anything. Say the virus be engineered or being sponsored by Bill Gates. I never show anything saying 5G caused the virus. Whether not true or not lie, our own duty now to protect ourselves and to protect those we love. Protect ourselves and protect those we love. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the little we had for Mottanni today on Mottanni's motivational talk show. Yes, we are going to go to the last part of the program, which is the poetry part. Yes, then after that, ladies and gentlemen, I just hope and I sincerely hope you can stay strong and believe and take precautions. Know that we can overcome. Remember, dream of us overcoming this virus. Believe we can overcome it. Think of how we can overcome it. Work to overcome the virus. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we will overcome, because we've overcome so many other viruses, so many other pandemics that have been plaguing humanity. To Clinton, if we have the jingle for the poetry, you give us, but if not, give us a bars of music before we get into that. Yes. We survived the Justinian plague. We thrived over Black Death. We handled smallpox. We made it through the forgotten pandemic cholera. Even the Spanish flu could not still bring us down. The Hong Kong flu could not vanquish us. Swine flu came and we trashed it together. Ebola was no match for our resilience. Who do you think you are, COVID-19? Petit novel coronavirus. We will conquer. We will wash our hands. We will cover our sneeze and cough. We will not touch our eyes, our hands, our mouth with unwashed hands. We will avoid close contact with our sick loved ones. We will stay home. We will stay home. If we have any respiratory syndrome, and we will get help. Because together we have won. Together we will win. Together we are healthy. You be joke if you think we will let you have an easy ride. We have overcome, and we will live and fight you with all we have. We will live for those you have snatched from us. We will do it. We can do it. We must do it, and we will overcome. Mottanni. Remember, in all thy getting, get an understanding. In all thy getting, get an understanding. Knowledge is potential power. Get information on COVID-19 from the World Health Organization or from the Ministry of Health in your country, wherever you may be. Get the right information so that you will be able to overcome fear, you'll be able to overcome anxiety, and you'll be able to put an end to fake news. It's been Mottanni on FM 98.5 Dream FM, the radio for peace and development, benefiting from the technical and experiential assistance of Toll Clinton and station boss Real Hour Mika Power Ramp. Special thanks to YG Incorporated, Curious Minds Book Club, and the Greens International for contributions and to continue being unstoppable, relentless, and inspired to achieve more and be more. Get to me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest with the handle Mottanni, MO20A2NI, MO20A2NI, or on WhatsApp and Telegram 695-614 and 947 for your conferences and seminars, and why not events, so I can come and do some spoken word or do some trainings and bring out the best out of your employees. Until next edition, ladies and gentlemen, bask in the flame of your own greatness. And Mia Nkakatonto Beriwo Beriwe and Yongna Njika Neki.
Dream FM 98.5 FM.